Hello lads and ladies. In today's video we will be ranking every map mechanic. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Each map mechanic will be placed on a tier list going from S tier to D tier. What makes a map mechanic good is how fun it is to play and how likely you are to pick it when you see it. I will be including the 3 removed map mechanics. Remember, these are just my opinions. With that in mind, let's get them ranked. Let's start with aerial warfare. This mechanic has 2 issues. First of all, they're not very useful. Kits like Triton, Uzi, and Lenny can move already very fast around the map. And second, their high cost of 6 emeralds makes them not worth it to buy when you can just get 3 pearls. Overall, I think aerial warfare is a C tier. Next up, we have balloons and snowballs. I like how the devs paired these 2 together, as snowballs are a great counter to the balloons. Also, it feels nice to have a mechanic with balloons, as they were once a core part of the game. Overall, balloons and snowballs goes in A tier. Now we have blood money. This mechanic is really fun, as you can get a lot of emeralds if you feel really skilled. And every fight feels like a risk or reward decision. Fighting gives you more emeralds, but if you die, your opponent gets all your loot. I would say blood money is an S tier. Fourth on our list is diamond capture points. The only good thing about this mechanic is it encourages people to regularly check the diamonds. Some might say it's easier to get diamond upgrades with diamond capture points, but usually you always have everything maxed out except maybe for altar. I'd say that diamond capture points is a B tier. Now we have another mechanic that deals with diamonds, delicious diamonds. I don't like this mechanic a lot because instead of your teammates using the diamonds for upgrades, they'll steal the diamonds and just use them as shield. This makes people harder to fight, but it does add an additional function to diamonds. I think the best place for delicious diamonds is B tier. Next up, we have Dragon Egg. The only problem with this mechanic is that people will start caring about trying to fill up the egg and use all their resources towards it, but then another team will just outgear them and defeat them. The dragon isn't even that powerful. I would say that Dragon Egg goes in the C tier. Number 7 on our list is Excalibur's Bounty. Honestly, this one is so fun. You just have to go to the middle and grab all the loot while trying to defend others. And it's so fun to see who can try to get the diamond sword. I would say this is definitely an S tier. Next up, we have Enchanted. Enchanted is really boring, as you just spawn with a tier 1 enchant. It doesn't even change the game or anything. I wish it would spawn with a tier 3 enchant instead. For now, however, Enchanted will remain a D tier. Next up, we have Forge. I don't even have to say much about this one. This one's so good. Every one of the 5 weapons have a unique playstyle. Forge is an easy S. Next up, we have Glitched Enchanting. This one doesn't even work. None of the glitched enchant versions actually activate, and there's no glitched enchant version of Chaos, Fortune, Berserker, and Forest. Glitched enchanting will have to go in D tier. Our 10th map mechanic is grappling hooks and stopwatches. A lot of movement kits do not need this. However, if you're not a movement kit, it can be pretty helpful. However, I wish it saved when you died. And plus, telepearls are faster and cheaper, and you can get more of them. Also, stopwatches are barely useful. Grappling hook and stopwatches aren't very good, so I'll put them in C tier. Now we have Head Start. I like Head Start a lot, as you can just go to mid instantly, or if you want, you can just wait and get iron armor. With Head Start, you skip all the unnecessary waiting at the generator. It does not change the game that much though. I decide that Head Start should go in A tier. Up next, we have Increased Health. Increased health is just more annoying because people don't go down as quickly. It can be good maybe late game, but it's not really fun to play. In conclusion, increased health is a C tier. Up next, we have Knight's Code. Knight's Code is a combination of standard and simplified, and the enchant table is very useful, so I don't see why restricting it is a good idea. I would say that Knight's Code is a D tier. Now we have Light Step. I like Light Step because building up is less annoying as you take less fall damage and you move faster, which is always a good thing. I would say that Light Step is an A tier. Now we have Lightning Storm. I don't think this mechanic even works too well. The global generators don't even get faster. And the lightning is really annoying. I would say that lightning storm goes in D tier. As mechanic number 17, we have more ores. More ores makes you want to buy a pickaxe early game, and it makes mid even more competitive as the ores give a lot of emeralds. I would say more ores is easily S tier. Now we have Runic Divide. Runic Divide is really good as it's basically chaos, but it's every enchant. On top of that, you can even have 3 enchants at once. I would easily say that Runic Divide is S tier. Up next, we have the Monarch. Monarch is interesting because it doesn't even appear that often. I wouldn't say it's game changing, but it doesn't do nothing. The Golden Goose is a pretty cool gimmick, I would say. It encourages teams to go attack another team's base. I would say that Monarch can go in C tier. Now we have Snowcone Machine. Like the Monarch, this one doesn't appear too much, so it's a bit difficult to rank. It's just more damage and stuff, which is good if you're using a good kit. Overall, I would say Snowcone Machine is a B tier. Next up, we have Simplified. Simplified basically has no content. It removes a lot of stuff that is really good, especially bed plating and bed shield. This mechanic is extremely annoying. Simplified will have to go in D tier. Now we have Squad Launcher. With Squad Launcher, you can go to mid and to the diamond generators without having to get blocks. You can even go in enemy Squad Launchers to avoid damage. I would say that Squad Launcher is a A tier mechanic. Up next, we have Standard. There isn't much I can say about Standard. It's just base Bed Wars. I think Standard Bed Wars is pretty fun. I'm going to put Standard in B tier. We're down to the last 5. Now we have Swift Finale. I don't like Swift Finale a lot because it makes the game end way too soon and it just isn't very fun to end the game quickly. If the game ends quickly, it should be ended by people destroying each other's beds. I would say that Swift Finale is a D tier. Up next is Supercharged Generator. Similar to Head Start, this one also makes your generator faster, which is good because you don't have to wait as long. However, it doesn't even change that much, and you still have to get Iron Arrow. Overall, I would say Supercharged Generator is an A tier. Next up, we have Traveling Merchant. While the Traveling Merchant has some items that you can't normally get from the shop, they're not very useful, and half the time the deals aren't even good. When I say good, I don't mean good as in price, because the prices are pretty good, but usually you don't use much of the stuff that they have. Another small nitpick is that the diamond upgrade should be able to be purchased with diamonds from the team crate. Overall, the Traveling Merchant deserves a C tier. Second to last, we have Vending Machine. I would say that the vending machine is too expensive, and also you don't keep the items when you die, so there's barely a use for it. On top of that, most of the items in the vending machine aren't very good. This mechanic is too similar to Traveling Merchant. Vending machine can also go in C tier. Last but not least, we have Void Portals. Void Portals are pretty cool. While teleporting around might seem useful, it's not really useful when you realize they can be broken so easily. Teleporting around is still pretty fun. For the final map mechanic, Void Portals, I would say they go in B tier. This is the final map mechanic tier list. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thank you for watching.